everyone, Josh Baldwin here with Vegan Fit. Today I'm going to show you guys my favorite bulk meal for lunch. So when I'm bulking, I really enjoy this meal. It's basically a couple ingredients here. We're going to do some black beans, which you could do kidney beans, you could do lentils, whatever you prefer. We're going to do a couple potatoes. You could do sweet potatoes, you could do fingerling potatoes. Today I'm using golden potatoes. And we're going to make a little guac out of this avocado. That's all it really is. We'll put a couple grape tomatoes in to make the guac. But really simple, just a few ingredients. The great thing about this one is if you've got a stone to cook this on or something that's really non-stick, you can put this in the oven, put the potatoes in the oven, and you don't have to use any oil. So the only fat we're going to get today is going to be from the avocado. So this is a super healthy lunch, and it's almost, well, it's actually right about 1,000 calories. It comes in at like 980 or something like that. But we're right at that 1,000 calorie, which is perfect for a bulk lunch. Breakfast, I usually do about 12 to 1,500 calories. But for lunch, I keep it a little bit lighter because I'm usually going to the gym a couple hours after that. I don't want to be too full. So all I got to do now is chop these potatoes up, throw them in the oven. I've already got my beans made. I always have, some type of bean that's already prepped and made. So you guys, I would highly recommend you do the same thing, especially for vegans out there. Always have black beans or lentils or something already made, and you can just add them to whatever dish that you're making. So I'm going to cut these up, and then while those are cooking, I'm going to make a little guac out of the avocado and the tomatoes. We'll use some cilantro and lime and stuff like that as well. And that's it. Super easy dish. Let's get started. First up, we're going to cut up our potatoes. I like to cut these lengthwise a few times and then chop them straight down. That way you get some pretty good diced potatoes. The most important part here is just to make sure they're all cut fairly evenly. Doesn't really matter what size, that's really up to you and what you like, but just make sure you cut them as evenly as possible. That way they all cook at the same time. Then we're going to spread the potatoes out on our stone cookie sheet. Just make sure you get these very evenly dispersed. Ideally, you have no layers going on. They're all kind of flat out. That way they all get really crispy. Then we're going to add a little cayenne pepper or red pepper, just a light dusting. Then we'll do a nice kind of heavier dusting of black pepper. And then hit it really hard with the paprika. This is going to give us the most amount of flavor. Also makes them look really nice. So really cover them in paprika. And then finish off with a little bit of salt, kind of sprinkled across the top, and that is it. You are done. You're going to roast the potatoes on 425 for about 20-25 minutes or until they get really crispy. Obviously, the smaller you cut them, the faster they'll cook. Now we're going to start making our guacamole. So in order to do that, we need to cut up this avocado. This is a cool little trick I found a while back. If you actually quarter the avocado, they'll just peel right off and the pit comes right out. Next, we're going to chop up our grape tomatoes for the guac. This is really simple. I like to kind of just quarter them, but again, it's just kind of really up to you how big of a bite you want of that tomato each time you get a bite of guac. Then we're going to mix in our cilantro. I like quite a bit of cilantro when I make this, but that's totally, again, up to you and what you like. Then we'll sprinkle a little bit of black pepper on, a little bit of sea salt, and then hit it with the lime. We'll use half of a lime here. Squeeze as much as you can out. The lime is what really wakes up the flavor of the avocado and kind of gives you that bright, fresh taste. Then you just need to mix this all up, mash it all together, and that's it. Your guac is done. All right, so my black beans are done. My potatoes are about to come out of the oven. I've made my guac. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these real quick and plate it up. So it should be really crispy like this. Nice and brown, seared up. You can see all the seasoning, the paprika and stuff like that on there. And they should come pretty much right up. You'll have to do a tiny bit of scraping, but they should, for the most part, not stick. Get these off of here. You'll have a couple guys sticking on there. Part of it's because I just washed the dish. It was a little bit wet. Ideally, it'd be totally dry. But essentially what you're going to end up with is it's going to be like as if they were pretty much fried. I mean, they're going to be really crispy. Get these guys up. All right, I'll leave that one there. So these are super, super good. I usually put a little bit of ketchup on mine at some point because I just love ketchup. But that's pretty much it. And there, you can hear them like, I mean, they're super, super crispy. And they just kind of break apart. Awesome. It's like you're eating a big giant plate of fries, but you're not eating fries, right? And then we're gonna grab our black beans here. So I'm gonna be doing 2 cups of cooked black beans. Two cups of black beans there. Oh, I might be spilling off the plate a little bit. I'll clean that up later. Doesn't really matter. And then we're gonna go ahead and put our guac on here. I'm gonna use this to push this stuff on the plate a bit more. I'm gonna lay out the guac. And boom, that is it. That's all you gotta do. That is 1,000 calories right there. Awesome bulk lunch. It's a ton of food, but it's, you know, all really good food, right? You got your avocado right here, you got your potatoes, you got the black beans. All of this is super, super healthy. You get about 1,000 calories out of your bulk lunch. So that gives you all the calories, all the nutrients, all the protein that you need for this bulk lunch. I hope this one helps you guys a lot. Please let me know down in the comment section what you think about the video. If you like it, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel.
Shut down.